Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas 13, Friday the 13th. Yeah, I had something that I wanted to talk about, one of the ones on my list of things that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to save it for today as it's very, very loosely related to the whole Friday the 13th thing. Very, very loosely in the sense that it's going to bring up Halloween. No, that is literally the only connection that I have for this. But I wanted to talk about like music challenges, and I wanted to go back over my Halloween EP, and most of this may be stuff that I've already discussed. Basically, I wanted to kind of look back on it, and now a couple of months on, or just a month and a half on, talk about how I felt about the whole thing. And like I say, most of this will probably be what I said at the time. I don't think my views have changed. I really enjoyed doing it. I really liked having kind of time constraint to it, and also a theme for it, and a kind of another limitation in the kind of style that the songs had to be done in. And that being of trying to make it a bit off kilter or spooky sounding or what have you. And trying to make sure that the things that I wrote were fitting to that criteria, because as I've always said, the stuff that I generally write is just a case of playing around and whatever, just noodling on the guitar, and then when I hear something, I go ooh, and explore that, and then just follow wherever that may take me. So that was one of the things I really liked about the Halloween EP, and even now I really thought that it was going to be quite similar to my covers, in that I do still think about some of my covers after recording and releasing them, but I'll admit, like, half of them I don't really think that much about. And that's not to say that I don't like what I've done in the past, or that they didn't really mean anything to me. Most of it, I've said before, it's all done for fun. So, but because it's not something that I'm going to revisit, and it's not something I've created 100% from the ground up, there are some of them that I still think about, and I may sing to myself in the style that I did. But I find that the Halloween EP, the songs from that, are ones that I do come back to, especially Mean Man. That one seems to have really stuck in my head, and I'm really rather proud of the songs that I did for that EP. Now, I wanted to kind of generalize it to music challenges, because again, this was something that I said after the EP was released, that I'd quite like to do more of them. It'd be interesting to try. I'd like to try doing the 1 hour song challenge, but I think I'll kind of build up to that, because it's not something I've ever really done before. I'll admit I'm not a big music theory person. I really want to delve more into music theory. I'm definitely not one of those guys. I probably used to be. I think I may have even said that I was, but I'm not one of those guys who does that. I don't want to learn music theory because it'll what's the word? Not starve, but it'll constrain my creative process or whatever. I don't have that thought about it. I do think that it would help my understanding about the stuff that I write, and I think that it can be used to help the creative flow better, because if you can understand the kind of key that you're working in, the scales that could be used within certain keys and all this other stuff, I think it gives you certain avenues to try down, rather than like a complete trial and error of going, well, I have no idea where this could go, and just trying anything. That's not to say that you can't just try anything anyway, having learnt music theory. This is going on a completely different tangent, but I definitely like to do the one hour song challenge, but I think I'll build up to that. Like I say, I was hoping to do some kind of challenge for coming up to Christmas, do a Christmas song, but I don't know if I'm really going to get a chance now. I would like to still do it. I'll see what my kind of schedule is going up to it. At the moment, I'm finding that I'm only just really having time to do this every day, and that's actually making me stay up later than probably as late as I normally would, but I'd be doing other things instead of this. So I found a bit of time here and there to record the cover that I'm working on, but as I've spoke about, there's been a certain level of procrastination and motivation issues within myself for that. So I don't know, it might be something I may give a miss for Christmas, which sucks. I'd at least like to do like a Christmas cover song, but again, I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm just going to play it by ear and we'll see what happens. But in terms of music challenges, I did the month-long EP thing. I'd like to do a song in a day, and then after that, depending on how well that goes, try the 1 hour song challenge. It might be that if I find that I'm struggling too much, that I may have to just, whether for video purposes or not, give myself more time to kind of practice working on such a time constraint as just one day. This is also something that I'd have to plan for anyway, because as you guys know, I work and I have the family and all this, so anything that I do for this is working around a day full of either family stuff or work stuff or both. So it'll have to be a day that I can find where I don't have either of those, or very little of either of those, so that could be an issue. The 1 hour song challenge is a bit more plausible, because I'm more likely to be able to find an hour in a day. So I don't know, it may be that I'll have to jump straight into the hour challenge and just see how horribly that goes. But it'd be nice to think of some other kind of challenges, because you could do things like trying to think of limiting challenges. My mind straight away goes to Rob Scallon. I think Rob Scallon did the one string challenge. I know he did the 1 fret challenge. I don't know whether you'd actually call it the challenge as in something that a lot of other people have done. I just know he's done it at least. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was him. So there's those kind of things that you could do. I could challenge myself to only write in, say, bar chords, or write things only in like using octaves instead of chords. I guess not really that crazy of a thought, is it? But just trying to think of something where you can only use these types of chords, or this kind of that. I don't know. The other one that I'm thinking about trying is, there's a challenge, I think it's every February, and it's write an album in a month. So I think depending on how many tracks you give yourself, you'll have like 2 to 3 days per track to write and record. I'm assuming it's something that you would approach as in you have to write new music for, same as I did for the Halloween thing. I don't think it's something that you should, or you could really go into and say, I've already got all these songs, I just need to record them and put them out within like that part of it in a month. So I'd quite like to do that, but again, I just worry about having the time. But the whole part of it being a challenge is that there is a chance that you could fail. So it could be something I try, I fail, and I can release whatever I do come up with, and then I just try again the next year. Or I just try on my own, because obviously this is something that a lot of musicians take part in, is trying to make an album in that particular month. So I don't know, I would like to give it a go. I definitely want to give more challenges a try, as well as I always say, work on the stuff that I've already got. I will do it. I should really stop bringing it up, but there you go. Let me know if anyone knows of any other kind of music challenges that I haven't brought up already. Then do let me know down in the comments, or hit me up over on Twitter, and they'll be added to the list of things to take into consideration. And you never know, it might spark a certain amount of inspiration in me, to which I'll go, that sounds amazing, I have to do that now. So, you never know. Let me know. Otherwise, thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.